Yo, what's up, guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the Week 5 GBA Recap. I have Chimpact, Emvee, and Gator with me. Two of them can say hi.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night, and good morning to everybody watching this video.
Yes, likewise.
Okay.
Good everything.
Good everything. I have Thermoflu here, guys. It is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Anyway, we're going to be going over our games. You should go check them out if you have not, because this will be spoiling you for this past week's
Spoilers? Someone say
games.
spoilers? Yeah, I'm out of here.
Hey, stay where you are.
Spoilers are really they really depend on the person himself. Like, I could say Luke is, Darth Vader is Luke's father,
Stop
dude.
it. Oh
And
my.
like, that's,
Dude, how do you just spoil that?
yeah, that's
People
been,
have-
how many years?
I'm sure
No,
little
yeah.
Timmy would have wanted to watch.
I'm sure
Star
little
Wars
Timmy can't
tomorrow.
even watch that movie. Like, they can't
I'm
get
sure
through
little
that.
Timmy is gonna forget by the time he gets to be Big Timmy.
Yeah, that's true. Big Tom. Big Tom.
Oh,
Anyway.
nice Tom, nice Tom.
Alright, so we'll start with my battle, guys. So I'm fighting Lars this week, or did fight Lars this week, and this was a very important game because it's a playoff contending game since he's in my division. And if you guys didn't know, I'm currently 0-2 in my division. I lost to Aaron, I lost to Jolt, so I had to beat Lars. Looking at like matchups and wise and just our teams in general, Salazzle, he had no switch-ins to. Like, my dual stab is super good versus him, and like his Manectric, and this is just on paper, not based on what he actually brought. And Manectric is really good versus me. At 2 KOs every mon, that's not right on, and it was just a really strong mon. He could afford to run Modest if he wanted to. So I ended up going with like a Tailwind variant with Life Orb Salazzle. I picked Overheat because Overheat, Flamethrower into Overheat, and Sludge Wave into Overheat. With Life Orb, all 2 KO every member on his team. Like, literally every member of his team is 2 KO'd. And it also OHKOs Scarf Crocodile and Scarf Gengar, 2 Pokemon that might want to come in on either predicted Sludge Wave or Flamethrower / Fire Blast. And it's also more accurate than Fire Blast. So I also bought Trick Room Necrozma since I thought it would be pretty cool. I had Z Solar Beam, which can KO Tapu Fini from full, as well as Crocodile. And I think that would help something like Gyarados. And then I had like a Metal Burst Rhydon, which can take Modest Specs Ice Beam from Kyurem if I wanted to and just kill it with the Metal Burst back. I even made it sassy, that way I was slower than his Lurantis, because I could also take a Leaf Storm if I wanted to. And then I had Sub, Protect, Spite, Thousand Waves, Zygarde to kind of PP stall.
Nice, dude. Nice set. Nice set.
Yeah, it was a fire because it actually works, and I love the way it worked. But yeah,
I
like
like that sound a lot.
like looking at the matchups and stuff, I was really worried about these two, Kyurem plus Manectric, because I was always going to lead Rhydon no matter what versus his team, as long as I saw one of them, since it gave me rocks versus technically like every single member of his team, because I could get rocks up versus every single member. Of course, you know, I would risk the +2 with Lurantis or taking 9 million % on Rhydon, which means that I can't check Manectric, but I thought that Rhydon would always be the best lead, and he actually ended up leading off with his Lurantis, and he makes a really good double turn 1, and in hindsight, like he made a really good double because my only switching was Salazzle, and I was even debating going to Salazzle just because of the fact that if he has HP Drown I can get O-Code, but I went to Salazzle and he again made a super good double by going out into Crocodile right here. And if he was Scarf, I didn't want to risk him you know, obviously earthquaking me. I could live a knockoff if I wanted to, but like this play right here, like he ended up just going for rocks, and it gave me rocks on my Rhydon, so I don't know, in the long run, I think that he had Pursuit. He did have Pursuit. So maybe he should have went for Pursuit, but I guess in the long run, he thought rocks were better in the game itself. And like it turned out right here, he was more offensive. And basically, the game came down to whenever I got in my my Salazzle, which I did on a double right here when I had him Rhydon, because I knew he would go, or I figured the smart play was him going Lurantis. Whenever I got in Salazzle, it pretty much picked up a KO. A really key turn, though, was after I KO Crocodile with the Overheat, was him going to this Kyurem, and instead of clicking Fusion Bolt, which kind of pretty much picked up a KO for my opponent, like I was thinking about this turn for a little bit, like what I wanted to sack, because I knew if Kyurem comes out, I'm sacking something. I couldn't sack Salazzle because it could smack him still. I didn't want to sack Necrozma because under Trick Room it can kill everything outside of Lurantis, and then Rhydon I still needed for Manectric, so it ended up being my Gyarados, but instead of clicking Ice Beam right here, because I was -2, so I thought he should have clicked Ice Beam, or even Fusion Bolt. He ended up clicking Earth Power, so I got him my Gyarados, and I was able to Dragon Dance up, get +1, weaken the Kyurem, even if it was Assault Vest or Roselli Berry. I said that in the narration. My Pixie Play boosted Whimsicott could knock it out, and at that point he didn't have any switching because every mon on his team would be 2 KO by it. So ends up bringing out Manectric. And then right here, I knew that my right arm could take 2 hits, even if he got absolute max. I think absolute max was like 144 damage, and I was at 147. So that's with 2 hits. And basically, I was able to, like, this is the key turn. I went to Whimsicott, and similar to how Gator played versus him when they played for playoffs, right? I think it was
It
playoffs?
was like really late in this season. Yeah, it was playoffs. It was like whoever won was basically in the playoffs. Sort of
Yeah.
thing.
So, like, similar to that, I ended up going to Salazzle, and pretty much Salazzle ended up winning me the game. He miscounted Tailwind turns, and sacked the Scarf Tapu Fini. But at the end of the day, with the time left, with my Salazzle set, with my Zygarde set as well, chances are that I could have sub-spite stalled him and pretty much got rid of all the Leaf Storms on Lurantis and Giga Drains, and then my Necrozma could have beaten it, or even Zygarde just behind a sub wouldn't be able to beat it. But like, Salazzle was just the MVP in this entire game. I think the only play I regret was right here when he had Manectric out and I was under my first turn of Tailwind. If I click Flamethrower, I knock out this, I knock out Lurantis, and I knock out Gengar. If I click Sludge Wave, I knock out everything but Gengar. So I guess it was technically like a 50-50 right there, since one of my moves was KO, but maybe I should have went for Flamethrower because I only showed Overheat, and I'm assuming he knew I had Sludge Wave. So if I went for Flamethrower, I got rid of Gengar, and him even, miscounting the Tailwind turns wouldn't have mattered at all because I Flamethrower right here, I click Sludge Wave, and if he was left with his Scarf Tapu Fini or even his Lurantis, I won the game. And I had enough Life Orb hits to knock out every single Mon left, so it was a good game though. But he definitely miscounted the Tailwind turns because he thought it would end the turn after. He knew it was 4, but he didn't realize that the turn that I went for it counted as the first turn. So all he had to do was look in the bottom of his DS and it would totem. But yeah, I ended up winning, and
Nicely done, nicely done.
look at his crocodile set. Man,
Yeah,
was
that was like prepping for your stack
that attack like OD, dude. It takes like 16% from Gyro Ball. That's incredible.
Wow.
But it was cool. I mean, obviously I don't have stack attack anymore, but that's interesting because like that's the type of mon that also forces some weird type of prep. But yeah, it was a good game, and I was really happy to win it, especially because I needed to win this game so I can at least have a shot at playoffs. Like, the ones in my division and the ones in my conference are really, really important, I think. I think the ones in my division are even more important, but the ones in my conference matter too because I'm fighting versus them for the spot. But yeah, that was my game. It was fun. Salazzle put in work. I was really happy. Like, the past 2 games, Salazzle has put in a lot of work, so that's been nice. But yeah, I have nothing else to say. Thank you. All right, Chimpact, tell us about your game, bro. Oh, God.
I can't, blow the whistle. I'm not LeBron James.
Okay.
I'm the referee.
Okay.
So it's me against Wolf Glick, Wolf Glock, Wolfred Glock,
Okay.
and I knew he was gonna go Trick Room against me. I got a Victini with V-Create. I got a Camerupt. I got a Guzzlord. My own team uses Trick Room. It's just that my Trick Roomers suck. The Uxie sucks. My Nihilego sucks. My Victini sucks. Uxie is actually a great Trick Roomer. But their Pokemon just suck. So basically the goal of the game is set up Sticky Web. He actually has Sticky Web as well. Set up my other hazards and just outspeed his team and win. The only Pokemon that literally takes a hit from his team is Garchomp if it's above 60% with Dazzling Gleam. Florges dies. Jellicent also dies to Power Gem, and then I just need to weaken the Bronzong, and I can just sweep with Nihilego. He has no switch into Victini. Literally everything on his... He only has 2 Pokemon that can not get 2-hit KO'd, and that's Garchomp and Jellicent. So Victini 2-hit kills Garchomp and Jellicent, and obviously Jellicent can't do anything back because I just outspeed it the next turn. And Garchomp doesn't have any recovery. He's forced to rely on the Florges.
Okay.
So I just set up Sticky Web. We're wasting turns, defogging and Sticky Webbing, Stealth Rocking, Spiking. We're just wasting turns. Eventually, I mean, I got a little lucky here as well with him missing Draco Meteor on my Victini. Because that would have... Victini's like pressuring his team a lot. As soon as I got rid of the Florges, I thought that I won the game because the Florges was a defogger, so I just needed to set up Stealth Rock and Sticky Web, and I just outspeed his entire team. My Bulu takes any hit, and Garchomp is literally the only threat to my team because Zergatry can only do one of 2 things. It can have HP Fire or HP Poison. If it has... It can't have both. So... I I don't know. It was just a pretty simple game where I get a little lucky with dodging a Will-O-Wisp, missing a Draco. As you see, the Glaciate didn't do enough. It's like 200 HP Garchomp.
Gee.
It
I
should
don't,
have done
think,
like
I don't think I
70%.
saw that. I don't think I saw that.
It should do like 60-70%, I think.
Nice.
But yeah, I just V-create the Florges eventually, and I make a misplay in the game as well, because for some reason I thought the Psychic-ing the Florges was a better play than you turning on it, even though I knew he was going to go Florges after he clicked Draco Meteor or Earth Power or something. But I for some reason went for Psychic, hoping to get a Spin F drop, because I could repeatedly go for Psychic because he had to defog and then he had to Wish, so I could repeatedly go for Psychic and get the drop. But it was a bad play. I should have just U-turned. And basically the entire gameplay was just the weaken everything for Nihilego, and the Bulu had AV so that the Xerketry couldn't really touch it. And I mean, it's a pretty simple game where I just went for my game plan and I executed it. What's the saying? There's like a 3-word saying. Something, then you execute, and then you win or something.
What?
I conquered, and then
Yeah,
I conquered.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a song or something?
That is a
something
song.
like
That is a
Yeah.
song. Yeah. Alright, clean. I mean,
And nice hacks, dude. Nice hacks.
Yeah,
it took half an hour for you to kill one Pokemon.
It really did.
This is a classic Chimpact game.
It actually is, dude. When he's in Showdown Lives, it takes like 20 minutes for his games too.
Yep.
That's just like.
I
the
remember
match-
one time Jemad had an hour-long showdown live.
I
and
do. It was
literally
one
game.
It was one battle. I think he lost it too.
Yeah. He did lose it. He was so mad because he lost the stall.
I'd be mad too, bro. I literally just an hour-long game, won and lost. But yeah, I mean, you played it well. You stalled out defogs earlier on. Dodged a Draco. I mean, couldn't he have just Earth powered there?
I felt like he should have earth powered because it killed, but maybe he was thinking I was gonna go out into something else.
Hey, if you were
I
lead belly
think he thought you were gonna go in
the
the
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, he could always, like, Oxy can't do much to Chomper anyway. You could always Draco it after for a little bit of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then your Bulu just ended up giving his team the work. Like, I was watching this game and I was looking at the time and I was like, wait, is Chimpact gonna lose? His cursed body?
Yeah, Cursed Body was stupid, but whatever. You do what you do. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I saw you both clicking your turns fast too. I was like, was that optimal?
Hey, you could have lost the timer.
Was that optimal? Because like
You actually could have lost the timer.
there was like 6 seconds and you both clicked your move. Like, I was like, might have been able to. Were you
Good.
were
That's
you
what I
worried
like.
about the timer stall?
Probably pull a timer stall. 13 minutes. It's,
I
you
mean-
have like 5 Pokemon.
Yeah, that's nothing, dude. That's literally nothing. 24 minutes is 16 turns, if I'm not mistaken. So, less than that.
There it is.
He could have won the game, like 8, 9, 10 turns.
Wolfie Glick has timer stall before. He won the world championship with
Okay.
one game timer stalling.
Well, I mean, he won the game. He played it and won it. But like, he also ran down the timer to ensure that nothing else could, no outside factor could lose in the game. Excuse me.
Yeah, this is why he's the GOAT.
That's true. Always thinking about it. Did your Pokemon have more HP at this point? If he switched into Hazard, they had more HP.
I had more
right?
Pokemon.
No, it's 4-4.
Oh, well, yeah, no, actually, all his Pokemon have max HP.
Not his Garchomp. Garchomp's gonna be like
No,
a-
like Garchomp has like 200 HP.
okay.
That
I mean,
was fat.
Bulu ended up putting in a ton of work here though.
Yeah, I mean, like, he really had no switches for Bulu. Like, a burned Bulu. He had zero attack, burned Bulu. He had no switches for it.
Dang.
And he brought heat proof bronze on too. So
Makes sense.
that boy took Hazard. Ooh, look at that nice snarl play
Snarl,
too.
I like it.
See right
Nice
here,
tag.
bro. You're up 4-4. What is it? 4-3. Just
4-3.
wear down the timer a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you got the grassy terrain. You have everything working for you. Chimpact team has everything working for it. Because grassy terrain. Look at Chimpact. That boy was that boy was stressed, and the relief was there. But no, it was well played for sure. Draco Miss, obviously sucked, but like, I feel like he should have just Earth powered. Cause did you expect special Chomp? No,
No.
right? That's why you stayed in.
Yeah.
You knew
I calc Earthquake, did 70 max.
Yeah. All right. Well played, dude. Well played, man. Envy, what about you, buddy?
So I looked at his team and I was like, okay.
Nice babies.
I was like, alrighty,
He
let's
has
take a
a
look.
sequence too, like in like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's got the two, and then in the middle, right there, the babies.
Yeah, they're being protected.
The
Dude.
two
Big guy
babies being protected by the elders of the team.
Yeah.
But yeah, like while prepping for his team, I was like, his two Pokemon that deals with electric type attacks are Koko and Raichu. Or sorry, are Tangela and Donphan.
Yeah.
Tangela and Donphan, right? And I went into this match and I'm like, wait a second, where's the Donphan? There's no electric immunity. There's only Tangela. So yeah, this match was pretty fun. Basically, it was just trying to wear down his team, get Tangela weakened, and then
Raichu it up.
yeah, Raichu it up. I was Scarf Hoopa on bound, and I was like, okay, he's probably gonna lead Mega Beedrill. Like it's his Mega, he's gonna lead with it. And in level 50, it's actually faster than Mega Beedrill. And I think he knew that, of course, too, in the narration. He just didn't think I was. He didn't want me to be Scarf. Is basically what happened here.
He had Vullaby too. Like he drafted it to take this Pokemon on.
Yeah, like Vullaby takes on physical Hoopa really well. I had T-Ball on this thing too, and it was like a 2-hit KO on it.
Oh wow.
And
I
I
mean,
had Trick on Hoopa on bound
Yeah,
as
to
well.
cripple it as well. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you only needed Scarf to actually KO like Beedrill. Besides that, you trick something away. You mix up your moves, and it's really good versus him anyway.
What is
Yeah.
Crimson doing? Just look at Volby. Like, what is he doing? What is
It's-
Pokemon? It's so
I didn't even know
small.
he had it.
I think he got it just for my Hoopa because
He did,
like,
but he didn't.
why else would he?
He didn't
It
switch
has
it
to
in.
be for division, or for yeah, it had to be for the division.
So you basically just kept up offensive pressure.
Yeah, so I got a little fortunate by like I'll dodge a move here, but I mean overall,
Wait, you did dodge.
yeah, he went for sub.
Yeah, this
Okay,
is
so his only
what's
attack
that?
was Endeavor, by the way, just so you know.
It was sub stun spore endeavor. What was
Yeah,
it?
sub stun
See?
spore Endeavor, and then I think it was like I forgot what his last one was, like Worry Seed or something. I don't know. I remember.
Oh, gets rid of your ability. That's interesting.
Yeah, or something like that.
ability.
I think it was like some kind of like tech move. But
Maybe,
yeah, I predicted his switch go for the Earth Power
Maybe
here.
Raichu?
maybe Raichu's ability. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Because maybe his game plan was for like a late game Beedrill sweep, which is something that could happen. Fast enough, has drill run for this.
I think that was his last move. I'm pretty sure it was like something that didn't do like it was something that didn't do anything because he didn't use it.
Look at this offensive pressure, dude. Imagine that turn one was so bad for him.
I know, like keeping Mega Beedrill would have been nice because it's actually faster than
Coco and all them, right?
yeah, not Raichu, not Hoopa, but still like would have been able to get off like U-turns and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
His Thundurus is physical, so I was like, it has to be Flynium, the Flynium set from that we see on the ladder sometimes.
Do you think that was for defog Gligar and stuff like that, or like defog?
Yeah. He wanted to go Defiant probably because of Defog and Polion, so that he could abuse that. I still think a special attacker might have been better though, but I don't know. He actually lives my Twinkle Tackle. I expected him to go into Tangela here, so I go to my baby Chimp, Gligar, and he goes for Rocks, and he's actually Scarf Rocks on his Drachi.
Oh boy.
Making some plays.
So I'm just keeping up the momentum here. He's gonna go into his Infernape.
Hard nape.
Hard eight, bro. Predicted the
get
U-turn.
predicted.
Predicted the U-turn.
Yep.
Oh, we got
Watch
some nice
this, Raichu.
my hero nickname right there.
Yeah, I didn't recognize that nickname. I
didn't
thought it was
either.
actually like Sash Endeavor Infernape or something.
I'm not impressed by My Hero Academia. I'm not impressed.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Do you think? Do I look like I'm kidding you?
No.
Why
I
not?
got my face cam on.
You don't like it?
Why not?
Not a
I've
fan.
never seen it before.
My Hero. I'm not a fan. My Hero
So-
drop.
It's good.
You get a
though.
nice.
No, it's not my hero drop.
Okay. Anyway, the animation's amazing. Period.
You like it, right?
Yeah, the animation's really good. There's no reason to not watch the anime.
I thought you were talking about my battle animation.
Oh man.
Oh, did he just do it?
He got
did
a
it.
+2 for my defog, so now he's going for
Dang.
the Sky Strike. He predicted the switch into the Gligar.
Does this kill? I don't even remember this kill.
It does a max of 98, and I'm at full. However,
However,
Critical.
crit Z move.
I would have sacked it anyway.
Crit Z moves are broken. Yeah.
Like I wanted Zygarde to eat that up so I could just show you that I could live that, but unfortunately, got crit. Now basically it's time. I already got up. Did I get up rocks yet? I think so. No, I
We'll see
defogged.
here. We'll see here. Nope.
Nope, I didn't get up rocks yet. Yeah, I tried to scare it out. Got a little para on it. He tried to para me. I parried him. Go for the nice Vol switch. Now see that, like, that's the only thing that Tangela is just getting weakened now, and that's the only thing stopping my Raichu from winning.
And he's sub 2, so.
So guess what I went for here? Yep, I went for Vol switch. Got it.
You bought
This is where he reveals his other move, Endeavor.
Nice.
This is where he reveals that. That was pretty interesting though.
He didn't have or maybe he did have priority. Mach Punch on Ape, maybe?
I think so. No, his ape was, I think, Koba Berry. Pretty sure it was Koba Berry. He had
Oh, for Pinsir. Okay.
yeah, I think he had Mach. He should have had Mach Punch, I think.
So at this point, everything's already weakened to the point of was this Scarf, Kirim? Or Specs?
No, this was 3 attacks Roost Metronome, Kirim.
Oh, of course. Did you have a good
Yeah.
EV spread, or was it just?
It was a pretty good EV spread. Nothing too crazy like the other one, like my Chinese spread.
Wait, did you click fly? Where'd
Yeah,
you
he
go?
basically he flew on the Kirim, and I switched that into Empoleon. He dropped down, I got up rocks, and now basically I just sack Empoleon. Terrain's already gone, and I can reset. I can basically just reset the terrain, and then win, because like he's not gonna sack Thunders here. He
not. He's really not.
he's just not gonna sack it. Like the rocks are up though, but he's not gonna sack it. He switches out into his Tangela, which is at half right now. It's at half.
How'd it get paralyzed?
T-Bolt
Thunderbolt it.
Thunderbolted it. Good
Thunderbolt
player.
get para?
T-Bolt can
For some
definitely.
reason it can.
Why am I using Thunder Wave?
And
Just kidding.
then Raichu just wins, right? It's Specs under terrain.
Yep.
Yeah, that's game. Well played, dude.
Thank you.
Well played, well played.
Turn 1 was really really.
You can
big.
tell when Emvee wins his games with a turn 1 KO.
Poor Volby.
What was the other game?
That was
HP
the
Fire, HP
oh, yeah,
Fire
the
Geo.
HP Fire on the Scizor. Yeah.
Nice.
The Hoopon bound HP Fire. Hoopon bound like got the turn 1 kills for like 2 games already.
See, you don't need a Z move on Raichu, bro. Just run Specs.
Yeah.
Well, there's a Donphan, but
I mean, even then.
yeah, actually, yeah, Psychic is good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well played, dude. Nice win.
Thank you.
Nice win. That turn 1 was pretty big. Alright, Gator.
Thank you very much.
Gator, tell us what you got, bro. What's up?
How much time we got left? Okay. Hey, look at me. I'm looking like garbage.
Nice and dark.
That's,
Hey,
that's
I didn't know you
bottom.
turned on your webcam just now.
Nice and locked characters.
A new fighter approaches.
You need to play this game for 24 hours to unlock the next character.
Come on, dude. Pay to win. All right, so yeah, you brought the Barbarical. Barbarical is
Barbarical
a
hands.
humongous problem. Thing. That's like one of the reasons I brought Klefki. I was gonna bring Buzzwole in that slot, but like it was just still doing too much damage. He has nice keys. So has some reflect. I don't even remember the rest of my stuff. Oh, HP Rock, Serp, and then like the Crobat with Scarf to revenge kill his Lop and his Scully.
Inner Focus, Crobat.
I don't think it was. I don't remember. Because like they could have sub. I think it was Infiltrator.
It was a debate.
It was definitely. I actually don't remember which one I went with. But
Who won the debate though?
I don't know. I actually don't remember.
Watch the
yeah,
team builder,
so-
guys, if you want to know.
Yep.
Actually, there is no team builder.
There's team builder right here.
There is
right
a
here.
team builder. There's always a. See,
It's
this I know
Infiltrator.
if I don't watch my videos.
It's
see?
Infiltrator. It's Infiltrator Tailwind.
Thank you. Yeah.
Bless you.
Anyway, yeah. So he has a Muzdale, which is actually a huge annoyance. Because the only thing on my team that can really handle it is Serp. Because like,
But then
actually,
you're committed.
Mamo
You're
doesn't
committed.
even really handle it. It's like weird. Like Muzdale is just too big. It just doesn't make sense. So that was a huge annoyance. I decided to leave with Klefki, I think. Try and get some potential screen up early or just toggles on. And left with this freaking big bird. I didn't know what type of set he run on this because it could do a whole bunch of things. Like it could run HP Ice for my Flygon or Heat Wave for my Klefki and Buzzwole and stuff. Roost, Defog. It's a Zapdos. It does all Zapdos thing.
Mm-hmm.
But as we all know, he gets a very nice paralysis play turn 1. Like he hard read me on the. I guess I went for Toxic. And they just go for Thunderbolt and paralyzes me like a good player. Which sucks. It sucks. I don't know
This
how.
turn,
much
by
of
the
it-
way, is very poetic. Very
Yeah. Okay. Like, it just made. And I felt like I should just like whenever I see a paralyzed Pokemon like that, I just feel like I should just throw it away. Or like I'm really hesitant to like bring it in on something that it's usually meant for, just because there's a chance it doesn't do anything.
I've been paralyzed before.
Gator wants his
know-
Pokemon healthy, basically. If it's not, don't.
Like, what did
just doesn't
Klefki do?
bother.
What did Klefki do to actually deserve this? It didn't do a damn thing.
He got
It
a
just- it
toxic
literally
on the
just came
Zapdos.
out.
It was
Yeah, the
Fluffy
toxic
was
on the
toxic, bro. It's toxic. He got what he deserved.
Yeah, so here I was thinking he could Heat Wave, and I wanted to see if he had it. I still want to at least keep it around, but he ends up going for U-turn because he's a god, as a genius.
What a play. Momentum gaining turn. Incredible.
Yeah, so my Heat Red set can actually like do a bunch of damage to this because it was Sunny Day Solar Beam, but like I can't risk it at this point, and this is like the best thing Superior can come in on somewhat safely. It's like this and then Milotic. That's like about it.
You imagine
Aside-
if you were Z Solar Beam?
Imagine.
Yeah, it's not my Z move.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Imagine
Emvee,
that.
Emvee doesn't watch my videos either. If you didn't know.
And we only
I
watched
definitely leave likes, though, on it.
Thank you, dude. Thank you. So yeah, this is like my first chance to get Serpent. I put knockoff on this thing because it handles the Zapdos, which I assume is gonna be leftovers because it's a Zapdos,
And of course, I gotta be pressure for the.
and it has to be pressured for Leaf Storm. So it's like, okay, so like the best way I can handle it is to try and knock it off. I got the Toxic off early,
Got the toxic off.
and if this is out of the way, Crobat actually puts in a ton of work besides the max defense Muzdale.
That boy eats.
Yeah, it takes nothing. So he knock off. I think he just U-turns or some shit, and then he brings out fucking Bug, and he makes like a God read here, and well, see, this is why I don't know how much the para mattered because like I could go on the Klefki here, because it's like more safe, but since it's paralyzed, I was like, I'm just gonna go hard Crobat, and he just like rock slides right off the bat on my Superior, which means it's just dead. So he like knocks out one of my pretty much my best way to revenge kill Scolipede and Lopunny.
It's pretty smart. Pretty smart play.
Yeah,
He brave birded on. Oh, he even scouts for Scarf. Incredible.
right. And this is how I know it's max defense Muzdale because I didn't. I'm adamant, and that did nothing.
That's a good chunk.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's max defense or like some. It's not. Yeah, it's like max defense. And like I ran the numbers at +1 defense. Like Mamo, I'm adamant life orb. It doesn't even KO with Ice Cold Crash at this range. So that's unfortunate because I know it can run Heavy Slam too, and like I can't use it to set up Stealth Rocks because he's not threatened out because he just eats.
Doesn't Heavy Slam? Isn't Heavy Slam like 40 base power versus Mamo?
Look, Mamo is thick, but this dude is just fat. Muzdale's just
Oh.
straight up fat. It's like 3 bajillion pounds.
I've seen Aggron do it to Mamo and take nothing. Maybe. Well, it is based on weight, right?
Yeah, this thing's like
Yeah,
I don't
Celesteela,
remember.
Celesteela does nothing to Mammoth Slam with Heavy Slam.
I mean, I can see the base power, but like, hold on, I'll run it right now because I'm 100% sure when I ran it, it's like doing way too much damage. Let me see. Yeah, it's 2 KOing, so it's like, and I can 2 KO in return, but like I want to use it instead of rocks.
Yeah.
I was like, I just go back in the Zerp instead. I think I went back in the Zerp. And this time he decides to go into the Scolipede instead. Instead of Zapdos. I guess since it was knocked off in Toxic and everything.
Yeah, you didn't want to give you a free boost and potentially knock him off with a hidden power after.
Robako.
Yeah. And he ends up being Aqua Berry, I think. Expecting me to be HP Fire because he had a Metagross on his team as well. But
Ooh.
I'm Rock to hit his Darmanitan and his
Ooh.
Zapper.
Mm-hmm.
Zapper.
The only mons he wouldn't trade.
The only ones who
Yeah,
know.
and like I could have switched here, but like I really didn't have a switch at this point because HP Rock's a roll, I think, depending on his investment. And judging by the Leaf Storm, it was looking like HP Rock was gonna be a roll.
Okay.
But like since Crobat's already dead and Klefki's paralyzed, I really didn't want to fuck with this thing anymore. So I just said fuck it, and I just clicked HP Rock, and I think I crit his ass. So
Ooh.
Ooh.
second time I crit somebody when I think it's a roll.
Nice,
So-
nice.
Second time?
I mean,
Poor-
the Mamo is
I mean, I don't
really
watch your
horrible.
video, so I don't remember the first
Oh
time.
yeah, right.
Poor
So,
Aster.
he goes back into this, so I could have HP rocked this as well, but like I think Altaria has a really good chance of winning, and this is like one of the Pokemon I feel like it can set up on really easily.
Okay.
So instead of like weakening it to where he feels like he can just throw it in, and like he's I feel like he's less inclined to sack it if it's at a high amount of HP. So I just sub, and what I should have done is like run the calc to see if I'm in return range. I think return was like a roll after sub and leftovers. If he's Jolly, which I'm assuming he's gonna be Jolly, because I don't think Adamant has to be Crobat.
Yeah, well, Rocks up Serp is really good versus his team now.
Yeah, I don't have rocks yet,
I
because
know.
that Mudzeil's max defense. Yeah, so I think he ends up going low pony, and then I think he just clicks return, and this right throw on the Klefki. I feel like it's like the most appropriate time. I feel like he's still gonna be scared of the Thunder Wave, even if I'm paralyzed.
Yeah.
And since he's scared of the Thunder Wave, he ends up switching out, but I get full parried. And I think I'm pretty sure I clicked reflect on this turn, which kind of sucks. I got full parried there, but I don't like the paralysis made us both play differently, because he ended up clicking heavy slam on my Klefki because he thought I'd switch since I'm paralyzed or I didn't want to sack it. I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm clicking reflect on this boy. So I just clicked it. And he starts doing no damage. And what's really crucial here is that he ends up showing Roar on his moveset, and that lets me know like later on that Altaria has a really hard. It's not as easy to sweep, because he can just roar me out every single time. Yeah, so he roars me back in the Klefki. That sucks. And then like we play like heavy slam, toxic bullshit like games. Like I guess he's stalling out my reflect while this is all happening, but I get Serpent eventually on a heavy slam. And
We living.
yeah, we tanking around here. And then I think this is I think I use this opportunity to double into Memo to try and get rocks up for later, because there's still like one turn of reflect left, so heavy slam won't do that much if he goes for it again.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't like have the defense boost or anything like that. And he does make the Zapdos play, and then I get rocks up.
Rocks.
And at that point he goes into his Milotic, which is Flame Orb, so he's really trying to tank these freaking hits. I do have to sack like everything to this though. Like this is where I sack the Klefki.
I despise this set.
I mean, it's good against my team though. Like it does make sense. Like if he really wants to eat the hits, like otherwise my Milotic's not eating Earthquakes.
But if you quaked here, like you always quake Zapdoses, you two KO'd him prior, right?
Yeah, but I was looking at like calcs and stuff, and like rocks was helping me, especially if I only got one Dragon Dance up. And it's rocks. Like come on, it's all rock.
No, that's fine.
So I take a while here to sack the Klefki, and then I end up sacking the Superior too. I thought he wasn't gonna let me damage it this much. I thought he was gonna switch into something like maybe Zapdos or something, like sack it off. But he actually let me get all this damage on the Milotic.
They're the same Pokemon.
Yeah, they really are.
They look
don't
exactly the
think I
same. Yeah, wow.
One's green, and one's blue.
Okay, out of all the things you could have said besides blue.
Anyway, he lets me get all that damage off, so I finish it off with the Mamo, and then he brings out the low bunny. So he has a whole bunch of Pokemon left, but like I feel like the things Altaria sets up best on are his Zapdos and his low bunny. I don't think it could set up that well on my Milotic, because it could just run Ice Beam or Haze. I didn't know his set, so like if he had Ice Beam or Haze, like it just doesn't. It literally doesn't set up.
Really doesn't.
So I'm thinking, okay, low bunny's the best bet. I don't know what his set would be on the low bunny. Like, I thought he'd run Ice Punch potentially because of the Flygon.
Encore.
Encore was a big one. Fake Out, like any of those things.
Okay.
But his set ends up being fucking like double status or some shit. I think it had Thunder Wave and Toxic, and then just like return low kick. A low kick makes a bunch of sense because all my fighting stuff is fat as hell. Like look at Memo and look at Heatran. Like, but yeah, I do dodge Toxic instead of
Dodge what?
Space.
You dodge what?
T word, dude. Dodge the T word. No T word in 2018. No
why I said-
T-word
This is
in
why I said
2008.
that turn one was poetic.
What did he?
Well,
Right.
You start off the game with a toxic, and you end the game with a toxic miss.
Well, I got
That's-
punished for the Toxic turn one too.
Okay, so wait.
I got parried by Thunderbolt.
Let's pause it real quick, Because I was thinking
Wow.
about this. We're at 24 minutes.
He can timer me. Yes, he can.
24
timer me.
minutes. That's 16
If someone
turns at
timers
90
me,
seconds.
don't mention it, Joey. If someone
That's-
timers me, I'm leaving the GBA on that week.
That's 16
Like if someone
turns.
sits there and takes 90 seconds per turn from turn 1, I'm just leaving.
Can he wait? Can he timer stall you though? Can he?
No, he can.
Can he make 16 turns in this time and have two
With,
Pokemon
with
left?
with the way I was playing on the Muzdale with the Altaria, he could have. Because I was roosting in his face over and over. Because I didn't want. Because like I lived a heavy slam crit, so I just want to be at full HP no matter what.
Oh, so as
And
long as so he could have taken a second to click it.
It's a minute and 30. 24 minutes.
16
Like I
turns,
clicked
bro.
roost a
16
bunch of
turns.
times on the
16
Muzdale.
turns.
Yep.
I clicked it a bunch on Muzdale, and like I think Barbarical lived. I had a D dance on the Barbarical because I didn't knock it out at +1. So like I mean I think D dance was the play of Barbarical. I'm not sure because like
I don't think
the
there's
best he could
enough
do
for
was
16
smash.
turns though, because Altaria is setting up.
That's what I was thinking too. Like I think prior to him low kicking heat or anything, I think he started like slowing down his because he knew what he. I wonder.
Can we stop talking about that? Are you serious? Why?
Get ready.
I can't wait for Emvee and Joey to face each other. If it's not a timer,
I'm
then
gonna
you're both like the biggest hypocrites.
Okay,
ever.
I'm definitely timer stalling Envy.
No, don't. I'm actually gonna prep my team such that if you try to timer stall me, you will lose.
Thank you.
I'm sure
Thank
you can.
you, Emvee.
I'm sure you can.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, but I just roost the fuck out of him until he's in range of +1 frustration. I thought it'd be easier to set up on Barbarical than on the Muzdale. I don't know which one's actually easier on. Because like both can crit me. So it's like whatever.
Dragon's here because you guarantee KOs him and you outspeed him too if you shell smash him.
I
right?
didn't want him to shell smash. I mean, that does nothing anyway.
They
Nice-
did 10.
Nice poison.
Hey, wait, this is poetic. It ends up on the poison.
I'm trying to say no T word today, and he's like, no. I'm getting this poison in. So he got his poison in eventually, but it was too little, too late. As Emvee would say, he made a mistake.
His first mistake was challenging me, as MV would say.
Yeah. So I got lucky, like I guess, but like the moves are inaccurate for a reason, but it's
Yeah.
still bullshit.
It's Pokemon.
It's fucking Pokemon, whatever. It's all bullshit. Yeah. So we barely scraped that out. I felt like I knew what my game plan was going in. It's just I wasn't thinking he was gonna run that on his low punny. He was like I thought fake out ice punch encore stuff like that was more likely.
Do you play
He just had
Geo
double
ever?
status. No.
Oh, that's really nice for you. Cause
Why?
like you always go frustration on your Altarias. Because they're
Oh,
traded to you.
yeah.
I was thinking about that. That's really interesting.
Oh, you're trying to think about the Ditto?
Yeah, the Ditto.
Yeah.
I played him last season at a Diggersby, and like I just didn't want to bring it because I felt like 'cause I always ran frustration.
Because you weren't gonna make it love you. That was good though. I mean, in this case, even if you traced it, you have Klefki, Heatran, Ice Shard, and Crobat. So like, it would.
Good win. Good win.
That was not a good win.
I mean,
That was sketch.
you did nothing. You didn't do anything wrong though.
I don't know. Like throwing a Crobat like that, I don't like. I was almost put Giga Drain on it too, which I like now. I wish I did, but like throwing it in like that, I only threw it in like that because Klefki was paralyzed. I feel like I played not according to my game plan because he paralyzed me turn 1.
You literally talked about it in your narration too, like how you said, okay, I see, I could go Klefki here, but it's not guaranteed I'll get off a Reflect or a Thunder Wave or a Toxic.
Yeah, and I
whatever.
almost didn't get one up, or like I would have had to die to get one up, but he heavy slammed instead of Earthquake.
Hey, by the way, I play Mono 2 tomorrow, and I'm gonna lose. I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna say it here. I'm gonna lose. So like whoever put the pick'em thing in and put me in, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bros.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, dude,
That's crazy.
I put my pick'em in for you though. You can't
Okay.
lose.
It doesn't matter, dude.
Do you,
Like,
do you
I-
actually bet MV?
No.
I can't beat his team. Like I'm looking at his team. I ran the calcs. I ran the numbers. The
Oh,
numbers.
pass me the gift. Where's the gift?
I'm trying to make like a
Let's put it in the
I'm trying
chat,
to make a
put it in the
gambling
chat.
thing on the GBA fan server so that people can actually put in money bets for like matches.
Yeah,
I want to
that's-
do that.
That's what we want our 14-year-old followers to do.
This
What
is
makes you
me.
think they're 14?
That's me.
Come on,
I
dude.
ran the numbers. That's
Yeah,
me running
ran-
the numbers
ran-
against
running the-
against Mono 2's team.
That's it, dude. That's it right there. You lost.
Yep.
That's a face of defeat.
Yep.
And this is Gator clapping.
Where's the chat?
Hey, we all won this week, right? We all won.
We did.
We all won this week. Everybody,
Good job,
just give us a
guys.
round of applause. Round of applause. Round of
Good job.
applause. Chimpact, round of applause. Gator.
Yeah, I'm clapping.
Is
Alright.
this the first time we all won since week 1?
Whoa, sorry. It might be.
Because it wasn't week 3 and 4.
It definitely
And
wasn't
we
week
lost
2.
week 2, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the first. Not bad. We back in there.
Wait, did we all win week 1?
Yes.
Yeah, we all won week 1. We all won week
Nice,
5.
nice.
Unfortunately, week 6 it's not looking good.
And week 7, we have that epic timer stall matchup.
Of
Oh,
me
no.
versus Envy. Can't wait, dude. And if Envy DC's on me and we play on Showdown, I'm making sure we have a timer while we play. Same time, too. Or if we recreate, you think I'm not going back to the exact same time it was?
We're going to showdown, bro.
Now we're playing it back on Wi-Fi. If we disconnect and there's 15 minutes left in the game, I'm taking 45 minutes to recreate that game. Just know this.
Okay.
Just know that. I take my win. I take my activity win.
Did you just show your Discord on the video?
Did I?
Yeah.
You
No.
literally just threw your Discord up.
It doesn't show it on the video. It's
Oh, it
it
doesn't?
only has this.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Right.
Thank you everybody for watching. I
Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all are excited. Hope you all are having a great time. Hope you all are, enjoying this video or enjoyed this video. And
check each other out.
check
You
me
know what
out.
Chimpact hasn't said the whole time?
Yeah, because,
Jeopardy
because,
coming
like,
soon.
I don't have it ready. First of all,
Coming soon.
first of all, I'm sick. Second of all, Jeopardy is not coming soon. It's coming.
Wait,
Coming
wait.
soon?
Reasonable time later.
Oh,
Reasonable
no.
time later.
Later.
Don't say it so.
I really
Don't say it so.
cannot breathe right now. I'm super congested. Are we done here?
Goodbye,
Yeah.
friends.
Goodbye.